Welcome back to Worthington Model Railway, and it arrived, my Acura scale Deltic. But I thought everyone's been doing a lot about the Acura scale Deltic, and I will get around to looking at it sooner than later. I thought I'd do something different. Here we have the Lima Deltic. So digging through some of my older locomotives, I discovered that I have two of these Lima Deltics, Meld D9003. I think they're both of slightly different vintages to each other, just sort of looking through them. Obviously one unboxed and one in the box. It says 35 pounds on here. I'm thinking that's probably what I paid for it when I bought it, probably 20 plus, maybe even 30 years ago now. So I thought we'd get these out and have a quick look at them, particularly because a lot of Deltic news recently with the Acura scale Deltics coming out. And it's just interesting to look back on these models and see what we have here. So let's take a bit more detailed look at the Lima Deltics. I will open this one up. Oh, by the way, so this one is Lima 5344W. So interestingly, it comes in a polystyrene packaging, which suggests it's maybe not really old, but I mean, I'm sure it's probably 80s, 90s at least. Immediately looking at these, I can see a few differences. So let's pull this one out and we'll take a look. So the bogies are what immediately jumps out to me as being different, and we'll look a little more at that in a minute. This one is obviously missing the front coupling there. There's quite a lot of really fairly nice detail. I mean, okay, it's all molded, but you know, for what we were getting back then, there is some good detail on here. Interestingly, this end we have the louvres, and we don't see them on this end. These doors are recessed, and we do have windows in here. Not a lot of detail, I suppose. It says Lima, Italy on here. Now, I think, yeah, there is a traction. There is a traction tire here. There isn't one here, so I'm thinking it's maybe missing one. If I look at this one, has no traction tires on it, but again, it looks like it might have had them at some point. I don't know if that's something we need to think about or worry about. And again, I mean, there really is very little difference between these, apart from that slight difference in the bogies. If we turn them over, the bogies sort of look the same. They're both plastic. It's just they're different molded plastic. Okay. Now, as I recall, there's not much going on if we actually open these up. So I'm going to open one up. They open up pretty simply. They just basically unclip. There we go. And as you can see, we have a motor at this end, and we have a heavy weight in the middle, and we have a peg here that ties onto the bogie at this end. So we have a feed from this bogie, and then we have a feed here down onto the other bogie, and the pickups down there, which hopefully you can see. So not a lot going on. Question, I suppose, is do they run? I haven't lubricated them, which I probably should do. So let me just put a little bit of lubrication on both of these, and we'll see if they run. Interesting looking at these two slightly different vintages. Not a lot of difference apart from the wires. This one has a white wire, this one has a black wire, and this wire on this one is black, and this one down here, as you can see, is doesn't actually have any casing on it. It's a bare wire, so I don't know. I'm not quite sure which one is the older, which one is the newer of the two, but they're probably similar vintage. I don't think there's going to be that much difference. Okay. Having put a little bit of lube on these, I noticed that the gearing is different. You can see this one. This one is pretty simple in terms of the gearing. This one is different. We have more gears here, and I'm not quite sure where and when that changed or why it changed, but definite difference between the two models. So initially I'm just going to put some power to these and see if they run. So starting with this one, we'll see. Yeah, that one seems to be running quite nicely. Let's try the other one. Yep, this one also is running nicely. Okay, so I wonder if they run okay from pickups. Let's try this. Yep, that one's running fine from its pickups, and this one too. Seems to be running good from its pickups. Okay, let's go run these. thanks for watching. A little bit of fun with these old Lima Deltics. I will, sooner than later, do a review on the new Acura scale Deltic, which I haven't really looked at. It arrived and I've been pretty busy and haven't really had a chance to pull it out and look at it, but I will do, and I'll do a review of that sooner than later. As always, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like it. Subscribe with a button to the top right and another video to the top left.